Let's face it, we're talking about Biden, the angriest man, I think, to ever be president at this point. We saw that last week. He's turned into the divider. Remember they said, "Oh, I'm gonna unite the country. I'm here to save the soul of the country." He'd sputter and stammer out, right? And then what does he start to say? He starts, "Oh, well, I don't trust MAGA Republicans, and they're semi-fascist." So this is cut number 3 when he was at 33, actually. Cut number 33 when Biden was asked about his comment about labeling, "Oh, I don't know, more than half the country is semi-fascist." Go.
What do you mean by semi-fascism, sir?
So in December, you will...
You know what I mean.
No, we don't know what you mean. Dope. Do you know what you mean? Of course he doesn't, because he wrote the bill. Remember that?
Yeah, he's heading back to Pennsylvania. I think he did today to talk about refunding the police. He wants to fund them now.
He's got some big, I'm going to save democracy. We live in a democratic republic. But he's going to save democracy, and he's going to save it from fascism that comes from more than half the country. Here's DNC Chairman Jamie Harrison when he was asked about Biden's semi-fascism comment. Cut number 34, go.
Chairman, earlier this week, the president referred to the MAGA, Make America Great agenda, as almost like, quote, semi-fascism. You heard the president's inaugural address the same way I did. In that inaugural address, President Biden said, we should not view each other as adversaries in this country, but as neighbors, and we should treat each other with dignity and respect. How does semi-fascism, as a label for the Republican Party, fit with that inaugural address?
Well, the one thing that President Joe Biden has always been consistent. And he has always been somebody who does what my grandfather used to do, which is speak it plain.
Yeah, he's always been consistent. He's always been a consistent bigot. He's always been a consistent liar, a consistent corrupted politician. He's been consistent, and he speaks it plain. He says what's on his mind because, let's face it, there's not much there.
No. And today, I think Biden was in Wilkes-Barre, today, and their policies are just awful, and all these Pennsylvania cities, I think murder's up 60% in Philly in the last 2 years. Pittsburgh crime is up. So every major city that's run by a Democrat in Pennsylvania has big problems. And it all stems from defund the police, the attitude towards the police, the incredible retirement rate. They can't replace these people. Only 20% of the gun crimes are prosecuted. I think in 2020 in Philadelphia, there was a recall in the Pennsylvania legislature of the Soros-backed DA in Philadelphia. And you can't go to Philadelphia anymore. It's one of my favorite places in the world. Just a war zone. It's a war zone.
And Fetterman, I guess, there's a lot of stuff starting to come out about him and some of the things he said about releasing criminals and emptying jails. And basically what communists do is they release all the bad elements to scare people so they don't fight back. And they control it through chaos.